In a warm, golden bakery, the air was rich with the scent of fresh bread and sugary delights. The baker, a round man with rosy cheeks and flour dusting his apron, stood at his counter flipping pancakes on a sizzling skillet. The latest pancake, perfectly golden and glossy with butter, seemed ordinary at first. But just as the baker reached for his spatula, the pancake wiggled. Then, to his astonishment, it sprang into the air, bounced off the counter, and landed on the floor with a soft thud. Without missing a beat, it rolled toward the open door, leaving a shimmering trail of syrup behind it. Outside, the quiet cobblestone street awaited its unexpected visitor. The pancake sped down the cobblestone street, its buttery surface gleaming in the morning light. It zipped past the florist's shop, where Mrs. Wiggins was arranging tulips in her window. Her gray curls bobbed as she blinked in disbelief, dropping her flowers. Grabbing her garden gloves, she scurried after the pancake, her apron flapping behind her. Further along, the pancake rolled past the library. Mr. Crinkle, a tall man with a bow tie and a stack of books in his arms, tripped as the pancake brushed past his leg. The books scattered, but he quickly scrambled to his feet, his long legs propelling him into the growing crowd. Children joined in, laughing and pointing, their scarves streaming like ribbons. Even a scruffy dog trotted behind, barking excitedly at the commotion. The pancake entered the park, dodging snow-dusted tree roots and patches of ice. Squirrels leaped and chased each other, their bushy tails flicking. One particularly curious squirrel paused mid-tag, its tiny nose twitching as it watched the golden blur zip by. With a flick of its tail, it darted after the pancake, its little feet kicking up snow. Behind the pancake, the townsfolk ran, their boots crunching over the frosty path. Some slipped on icy patches, giggling and brushing off snow as they hurried to keep up. From the frozen pond nearby, a wobbling duck joined the parade, its feathers puffed against the cold. The pancake led them all through the park, swerving and bouncing as if it had a plan of its own. The pancake rolled through a gap in the fence and into old Farmer Gus's vegetable patch. Rows of frosty cabbages and tomatoes lined the field, their leaves sparkling under the pale winter sun. Farmer Gus, with his thick gray beard and plaid shirt, stood holding a rake, staring in disbelief as the pancake zoomed by. The pancake paused briefly near a shiny red tomato, as if considering its next move. But before Farmer Gus could grab it, the pancake was off again, leaving a sticky trail behind. The growing crowd of children, animals, and townsfolk tumbled through the fence, their laughter echoing across the fields. Even the scarecrow seemed to lean forward, curious about the commotion. The pancake rolled toward the hill at the edge of town, its pace slowing as the incline grew steeper. Behind it, the crowd cheered and encouraged each other, their breath misting in the cold air. The hill was covered in patches of snow, and the pancake glistened as it climbed higher and higher. At the very top, it paused, its edges catching the light of the setting sun. Then, with a final wiggle, it launched itself into the air. The pancake spun gracefully, syrup droplets sparkling like tiny stars. The crowd gasped and pointed as it landed perfectly on the roof of the bakery, sliding gently to rest just above the chimney. The baker, now outside and panting from the chase, looked up with amazement as the crowd burst into applause back inside the bakery. The warmth and glow were welcoming after the frosty chase. The baker stood behind the counter, a satisfied grin on his face. On the plate before him sat the pancake, looking as peaceful as ever, though it gave a tiny wiggle as if to wink. The bakery was filled with townsfolk, their cheeks pink from the cold, chatting and laughing about the great pancake chase. Children pressed their noses to the display case, marveling at the new chalkboard sign that read, "Jumping Pancake Special." Outside, the town square twinkled with holiday lights, and snowflakes began to drift lazily from the sky. Inside, the pancake rested, its adventure over for now.